Hello and welcome back to Let's Play the Waylanders with me, BringItDon. Off camera, I made a few changes to my equipment. I gave my main character a new helmet, which looks really cool. I gave Bareth new armor and a new bow. Gave Brig Mjolnir, as well as my main character's hand-me-down helmet. And also tried doing Bareth's quest already. I've tried recording this episode a couple times now, but it's crashed on me. Bareth's quest is also bugged out, I can't complete it. But I did find another quest to do at Fort Medu. So go grab that. We'll start it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to complete it because it's bugged out and it doesn't tell me what the objectives are. The Bareth's quest is bugged. No dialogue boxes appear above any NPC's heads. And I spoke to every single NPC in both the Underworld and Fort Medu and couldn't get anything to trigger. I did find this quest. Pity me, stranger. I've been sentenced and will die in exile. It's because I helped that man. I'm a healer. I'm obligated to cure anyone in pain. How would I even know that he would betray me the way he did? Was it my fault? Please, some members of the jury do not agree with the sentence. Maddock and Kendra would be more indulgent. You'll probably find them in the market. I beg you, ask them for mercy. Ah yes, missing string table entry. What an exciting quest name. Also, I noticed an almost parallel with Bareth's quest and the Apology of Socrates, or Socrates' Apology. So in Plato's work, The Apology of Socrates, he lists 3 groups of people that Socrates had gone to question or interrogate, however you want to look at it. Because the Oracle of Delphi said there was no one more wise than Socrates in the world. His friend had gone to the Oracle of Delphi to ask that question. And when the Oracle said there was nobody wiser, Socrates took it upon himself to find out if that was true. So he approached 3 groups of people: the politicians, the craftsmen, and the poets. And for Bareth's quest, you have to find a craftsman, a politician, and then a soldier. So the soldier's the only outlier. Thought that'd been a cool reference had they made it a poet instead of a soldier. Alright, so these are the people we need to talk to for the quest we just picked up. Columba, poor unfortunate. Let an injured human enter the otherworld to cure him. How did he pay her? Bring his band of thieves to steal our gold. It was not just robbery, Kendra. We revealed an unguarded entrance, and one of us died because of it. That is why she was exiled. Not only exiled, it said her magic bond with the otherworld must be broken. Her immortality. You'll leave her in one of those horrible stone boats, and free her in the middle of the ocean. The death sentence, in fact. It's not. Don't you believe the seer? Remember her words. Her gaze. As Edged told her, she'll find the Galag. Something that will help Columba preserve her link with the Mourian magic and eternity. Hope she's right. The judgment is final. There's nothing we can do to help her. If the seer is right, we just did, or are doing now, or will do. This time-sealing thing gives me a headache, and I envy Nezedja at all. Alright, for the next part of the quest, we go back and speak to the woman that gave it to us. I figured out that much. There's also another reference in Rhea's quest that I tried doing off camera before it bugged out on me. There's a statue, the famous statue of Romulus and Remus in it. The founders of Rome. The one where they're underneath the she-wolf that rescues them from the river. And spoiler alert, Rhea is supposed to be that wolf. The Galag. That's what's supposed to save me. I hope they could help, not give me some stupid old wives' tales. Azizha told me I would find it, but you know the seers. They never speak clearly. Crafted by fate itself, blessed by an unborn god, ride the tides of time to find it. That's what she said. Ain't it a way to say that my salvation is something impossible to find? So this is the part of the quest I don't know what I need to do next. It just says missing stream table entry. Now if I go back to the Vengeance, there is a quest marker. But nothing I can do with it. So I'm just running into bug after bug. It's getting hard to do any of the side content. We go down here, where Khaldun sits, there's a quest marker. Let's hope the game doesn't crash on me again. Yeah, there's a quest marker right here. But there's nothing I can do. Even in the future. Actually, if I go to the future, that quest marker disappears. Either way, let's go and do Shade Veil. That's not right. There we go. So I got a frontliner. I'm going to bring Mal along, because we haven't really been using her. And Bareth and Azedja. The portraits at the bottom are messed up too. Well, I guess because I was traveling from the past to the future.
Great, more strangers. If you're here to cause trouble, you can fuck off. We've got plenty.
I have no intention of causing trouble. I just bring a warning from Laurencio. It's the last one. He'll come this evening. You have to submit to his rule or Shadevale will burn.
So you come here to threaten us, and you say you mean no trouble. It's a joke, isn't it?
Imad, this is not just a message. You're right. It's a message and a warning from my client. His name is Laurencio. He's a local lord, one of the more ambitious ones, which is why he's kept me on retainer. He claims Shadevale is his land, but the villagers don't accept his authority. In a few hours he'll come with some soldiers. These people have to surrender or leave.
He can bring all the soldiers he wants, it doesn't matter. We're not going anywhere. Shadowvale is our home. We'll stand and defend it with our lives.
That's very brave.
I don't feel brave, not really. But none of us have anywhere else to go. So what choice do we have?
Laurencio's men are trained fighters. If you stay, your blood will wash your crops tonight. You need to move or die. You're a good man, Imad. Why are you doing this? I haven't been a good man in a long, long time. I was still a boy when the soldiers came to my home. God needs you, they said. And I believed them. I believe I could be a great hero. The soldiers were wrong, or they lied. War has nothing to do with God. It's the furthest from him you can get. And now this is all I'm good for. Being a mercenary is the only job I know. Laurencio pays well for it.
If it's about money, we could pay you.
It's awful. Pay me?
Look, you're right. We don't have a chance against Laurencio's mercenaries. But you, your friends, your fighters, we can gather some gold. We'd sell anything in the village. Everything we have.
I've been offered a lot for my work, but never everything. Yeah, looks like a good excuse to break your contract. You know what'll happen if I do, don't you? You want to play heroes. Laurencio will come and will die, then these poor peasants will die too. By giving them hope, you only get them killed. There are no heroes in this world, only monsters and victims. And sooner or later, everyone has to choose which they're going to be. Heroes are real, and that village is full of them. They will fight, won't they? They're going to defend that crappy little village to the end. Fine. You win, old friend. Let's fight this battle together. The man who hired me won't give up that easily, though. I need to confront him directly. We can't even use the element of surprise. If I'm not with him, I'll know I've betrayed him. Imad, so you're here.
Imad.
There we go.
Oh, so you're here. I was
The
expecting
voice.
you to join me in my house.
Yes, well, I have the funniest story about that, Laurencio.
Let me guess, you decided to help them, didn't you? Imad, you're a mercenary. Honor is not good for your business.
Maybe not for my business, but it's good for my soul.
Listen, Shadevale is sitting on some of the best land in the region. I won't renounce my claim. They will submit to my rule or die. I don't have time for it. Make the choice. Come with me and earn some gold, or stay where you are and die with them.
The choice is made. I made it a long time ago. But I forgot it for a while. Come. We're waiting for you.
Okay, I'm not sure why I only have the 2 characters. Alright, I'll put the skill out and then throttle. That's hot. That's plenty okay, I think. Not sure what happened to the rest of my companions though, and why only Delba showed up.
Defeated by a bunch of farmers and a traitor. What are you gonna do with me, Imad?
Well, I suppose we could kill you.
Oh, wait, no! Please don't. I'll leave Shadevale alone. I promise.
Of course you will. Because you know we'll be watching you. What do you think, old friend?
I think I'm offended that he called me a farmer and or a traitor. Because I'm not a farmer, for one. And 2, I never betrayed him because I never owed him any allegiance. You've had enough violence. He lives.
Thank my friend for your life, Laurencio.
Yes. Yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, another quest complete. Do I need to speak to him? What's going on over here?
Hi. I wanted to talk. People keep telling me when you. I want. Ha! No, let's.
Hello. Have you found any? Come back soon.
I found them because I don't know where they're at. They don't exist where you said they were. Of course, the cursor's messed up here too. Alright, let's see about going back to Shadevale. Oh, we can't. So I wonder where the other scallops are at. Maybe at the tower? Oh, maybe in the underworld. Let me get back here and check something. Maybe, well, no, that wouldn't make sense. The Mourians are parts of Barith now. They wouldn't be alive down here. I don't know why scallops would be down here either, but...
Oh, the sweet streams of water burbling
Yeah,
while
we've already
running
listened to
down
that.
this fountain. They turned into blood the day we seized the undermarket.
Oh, there's a reason to be here. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go do... Check my journal first. Alright, so we have this, which we can't turn in because we haven't defeated 4 more corrupted humans. Oh no, I have to go back and turn this into the person. Let's go back to Compostela and turn that in. Suffer through the... the lost frames there. It's probably not worthwhile, but I'm going to try and do as much content in the game as I can. The game seems to be desperately fighting me on that front. Castle? Was it bigger than the cathedral? Wonder how I can be living in a castle. Over. Wasn't there the underworld entrance in the old tales our grandmothers told us? All these fancy ladies and gentlemen eager to buy shells. There's an opportunity there, see? My mind is always busy. Let me count all these shiny beauties and give you your part. Make you the best partner I've ever had. Not that my part isn't relevant, of course, but you rock. Alright, so we're done with that? I don't have an next part, so I have no idea. Maybe I just have to go back and speak to those judges again. Let me try that, because I didn't try that before. One game, don't crash. That these guys talking? They sound bestial. Yeah, previously for Bear's Quest, I talked to every single one of the NPCs in this area. There's supposed to be 2, the craftsman and the politician. The soldiers outside in Fort Meadow, and I spoke to all of them as well. But no one here has a dialogue box, no one here says anything about the quest. Went back here and talked to the craftsman in the craftsman quarter, which made sense to me for the craftsman NPC. Nope, none of these guys have anything to say. I guess we'll just continue the main quest. I can't do anything else. I don't know where this is supposed to take place at. I mean, I'll mark it and see if it's on the map anywhere, but I don't think that it is. I mean, it might be the road to Compostela, which I think we have to travel to the road to get to. I'm afraid he's just gonna bug out for me, though. We'll go take a look around real quick. But see, it's not forcing him to come with me, so I don't think that's where his quest is at. Alright, we're just gonna go do this quest. really see anything here, but there is loot. Not a lot of it. I know we need to talk, it's important. I've tried to use my bonding with American's torque to get close to his memories and shift through the timeline, see how much he knows about all this. I've managed to understand a lot about him and his magic, but I can't get further than the moment when he gave you his torque. From that moment on, he became the link between us, and the bond between he and I is weaker. The point I'm trying to make is that I found some kind of connection between American and the corruption. What do you mean by connection? I couldn't find out any more about it. We gotta go to the tower and talk with American. We not had this conversation there? Does she have prisoners? Yes, taking a turn for the worse, hasn't she? Is American corrupted? I couldn't find out any more about it. We gotta go to the tower. Okay. Well, let's do that then. I'm just gonna assume all the companion quests are bugged from this point on, as most of them have been. We're just gonna continue with the main story and probably wrap up the game. Quick save here.
Dank and musty. He has let his dwelling go to seed. It's worse than I thought. If I'm reading the signs correctly, I thought Imogen might be acting alone. Do you remember the coven of my sisters, the one we destroyed before you were blasted through time? This is the counterpart of their ritual. They brew corruption here, and somehow they have found a way to infect the time stream. This is the source. Hold on right there. With his talk, in his house, I can perform a ritual to find out more. We should never have faced the gods. It caused our weakness. I will undo our mistakes and control the Tuatha through corruption. Then they won't kill If by mistake. Something went wrong with the Tuatha. I was not able to lead them, and it seems they killed him even before I took control. Instead, I will have to control Tarlo. Through his ambition, I will prevent the Celts from travelling to Ireland, and to avenge If. The gods must be alive when the Romans arrive. We must stand together. Miller Spanier is here. Things are changing all the time, I'm sorry. But even so, it's not enough. We have to be more aggressive. We have to avoid the past, whatever it takes. That idiot! It's one thing to attack the church and another to prevent it from existing in the first place. Neither he nor my sisters quite understand the chaos they can provoke. This is worse than I imagined. Imogen is not merely experimenting with corruption. He is using it, and it is using him.
Explain.
One cannot touch the corruption without being in some way corrupted themselves. We saw it with my sisters, the Mourian coven, and we're seeing it now with Imogen. In seeking to understand it, he has become enmeshed with it. What you saw was a rift in time. The timeline itself has driven us to the magical plane and tried to destroy us. My point is, don't mess with time. It's not just about changing the present. If Imogen goes on as he has been, everything could be destroyed.
What does that have to do with all this?
These birds in the cages, they are the same as those who serve the vengeance. They can traverse time itself. Imogen has been feeding them corruption. He sends them back through history, attempting to alter times and places. Don't you see? Our foe all the time has been Imogen. It's Imogen who's been responsible for the horrors we've been facing.
What can we do to stop him?
He has reconvened the Council of Witches. My Mourian sisters have reappeared and do his bidding. They are the mouth of hell. We must find them and put a stop to them once and for all.
Alright, no more questions.
If he has not begun this process already, he will soon. Perhaps we can unravel the corruption before it begins. We must go to the mouth of hell and confront him.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
I agree, we must act quickly. I have to warn you, even though we don't have much time, it will be wise to be prepared before we depart. Our old friend is powerful, and once we face up to him, there will be no turning back.
I think we'll be okay. A pretty tough cookie. Probably solo it if I wanted to. I'll bring the party along anyway. Oh my goodness, what? Yeah, so I absolutely hate the idea of not doing everything that I can do in a game, but the game just isn't going to let me. I think it's time to wrap this up. I should probably get back to the Vengeance and drop off a couple of things. And this will actually be an upgrade for Bareth. I think his armor is a 3-star. Or his armor has a 3-star gem of this kind slotted. I think he needs an upgrade. So let's do that, and then we'll probably call it an episode, and we'll go chase after Amerigan in the next one. Make a couple of minor changes real quick. That's 2. Oh, this has 2. Alright, where is... Get rid of that. We'll do the 8-star, and for... him as well. I'm going to check a Mjolnir. It's a 7, and let me check. Where is that bow at? Alright, get rid of that one and slot this one. It's a little higher quality. Then I need to find Bareth's armor. Not that one. Where's it at? Alright, perfect. Shame I had to leave all that loot behind in Shadevale. It's not hard to find upgrades for our equipment right now. Just another problem the game has, and I'm starting to lose my patience with this game. So... I'm gonna call the episode here, and the next one we'll chase after Amerigan, or begin the chase. Oh, where's it at? Yeah, because we can't do this quest. That's the bugged one for Rhea. There might be a quest on the road to Compostela for... You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna call the episode here. Off camera, I'm gonna see if I can find Traste's quest, or Trast's, again, however you want to pronounce it, here in the road to Compostela. And... yeah, we can't do this one either. And I have no idea how to continue this other quest. Where's it at? This one here, for Columba. There's one other thing. Actually, you know what? Let me check one other thing real quick. We're gonna go to Brigantia, to the Great Market. So if a quest popped up in Fort Meadow, it's possible a quest popped up here because there's a woman we could speak to. And we can speak to her, but she doesn't have anything for us to do. A kind and gentle ear. Okay, here we go. Brea, my love, my heart, my soul's mate, she has joined Tiana's army. She's been in Dumbriga for months instead of returning home from Innisfail. Life is empty without her smile in it. I must get letters to her, yet I can find none who are traveling that way. You can simply deliver my letter to Brea at Dumbriga. I'll be forever grateful. I have some coin to spare, I'm sure. Hey! Looks like this quest might work. Look at that. Alright, so we can probably knock out this quest real quick, and then I'll call it an episode. Let's see if I can't find the Goblins quest off camera. I assume she's in this area somewhere. This is the settlement proper, so I don't see why she wouldn't be here. Alright, there's that guy whose quest we can't finish. I'll talk to him anyway. I'm not going to read all that. I clicked through it by accident. I see a dog. I think it's just... Oh, this is Brea. I thought it was Brig. You have a letter for me. Let me see that. Wait a moment. I must draft a reply. To send my fondest regards. Okay. Then we go back to... Let me just make sure that it updated. Oh good, we finally found a quest that works. I'm excited to do a quest that I know what I'm supposed to do. There's a clear objective. And it's working, it's updating properly and everything. It's fantastic. She replied, "You have a letter for me." Oh, thank you, thank you. You're blessed of the gods. Brush it to my lover's hands, I beg of you. Really have to just keep going back and... That's... Let me just make sure that's what it wants me to do. Oh my goodness, okay. Back to Dumbriga. You've returned. You have a letter for me. I must see. I have no letter to send, but I beg you. Please return to her and tell her I'll soon, excuse me, be by her side. My throat's not working as well as it should be, because I've tried recording this a couple times now. But, I had to restart because of the crashes and bugs, so... I could have edited my first attempt and saved myself some trouble, but I didn't want to waste everybody's time, since most of that first attempt was trying to find the NPCs for Barrett's quest. I also breathed in a lot of dust and dirt yesterday, and so my voice is struggling. She's leaving the army and she'll be here soon. Truly, you're the bearer of the best tidings I've ever heard. You've brought joy to us. I must reward you. Please, take this. I know that whatever else may befall the world, an ember of love is flared here. You're the one who sparked the flame. Oh, you got an achievement. And what did I get for the quest? Money? I have no idea. Never tells you what you get. Well, sweet. Another quest down. I'm gonna travel back to the Vengeance. And then off camera, I'm gonna see if I can't find Traced's quest. And if not, we'll just pursue American in the next one. I feel like that's gonna be the final dungeon. It feels very final, right? At least the build up to it. But who knows? Either way, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.